We need to be crouching. Shh. Hey. Hey, Dina. Is this your first fucking day on the job?
Shit.
All right.
I hear some inside.
Oh,
How the fuck did they get in there?
More importantly, how do we get in there?
Why do we want to get in there? That's a question I don't
A
understand.
bunch of different tracks.
Yeah. Let
do
me
you
let
think?
the YouTube home trackers
Divide and
really get a
conquer?
chance to like soak this in.
One at a time.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Peace. See you on the other side, Dino.
More blood.
Over
Ellen,
here?
Listen.
What? Oh. I thought we were splitting up or something. Okay. I turned on that, like, awareness meter because... I think in real life you'd have a better sense of how large you are. There are all these things video games do to supposedly be realistic, but it's like, do you know how radically different it is to have all five senses of yours? You're like, sorry, I guess you're just not good at killing zombies. I'm like, if I were in real life, you know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't have fallen off that roof.
Good idea.
Like, I could have made that jump. Like, I think video games actually, more than they give themselves credit for, limit your power to a large extent. And then when you demand, like, regular human, like, abilities, they're like, how dare you, you selfish, greedy gamers. Don't you want a challenge? I'm like, trust me, finding my way out of that fucking snowy parking lot was plenty of a challenge. Alright, are there any bad guys? I was trying to attract them to us. What are you thinking here, Dean? I just took one out, you took one out. You wanna check in before we... Alright. Nah. Like, they're like, oh, this is the love story, but it's like, I can't even get her to listen to me. It's like, Dina. Hey, Dean. Alright. We need a Jimmy in here. It's locked. Can I make a lock thing? Is there a way to up here? Is there a rope or something? Can one of us give each other a boost? Oh, don't worry, people. I'm lost again! They're like, you're what's called impatient. I'm like, how dare you? Just because I'm an Aries. Okay, yeah. I could see that. How you, like, kind of... We just came from fucking here, Dina. There's supplies around, though. Get some soup, please. Ooh. I can just... Dina, you know what? I think I can just squeeze through. Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can squeeze through here! Oh, not this son of a bitch. Quick throw, cool. Oh! I forgot about shivs, man.
You good?
Dude, I love sticking a good knife in a zombie head. Just like, swoop. But really, I think that, I think a good idea for zombie movies would be like, if it was less like, oh, you have to hit their head, and more like, oh, it's about the like brain stem, you know, like
That's a good question.
or, you know, just the more primitive brain that becomes much more alive. But it's like you shoot the front of a zombie like brain off, and then he just like looks at you.
It's like
Phineas Gage. All right.
You?
Cleared about 20 once. There was a group passing through. Fuck.
War stories.
Maybe we'll get you a new personal record today.
I mean, here, like, and let's not forget Dina. I mean, there's hey, Dina, there's an elephant in the room. You kissed me last night. What's that gonna mean to us? Listen, Dina, I have intimacy issues, Dina. Dina! Okay, I've been hurt before, alright? Okay? And, like, I've never had a relationship.
More blood.
Like, honestly, like, okay? Yeah, more blood. Never mind. I was just thinking out loud. Don't worry about it.
You know, this way.
Okay, so...
Let's keep it quiet.
But now I'm like, I can't let them get Dina, because, like, I'm in love with her, right? And we all love Dina. I mean, not because of her personality so much, but, like, because she, you know, is just a beautiful person. And we're all beautiful people. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we are all, like, I might not know you either. And so in some ways, you're Dina. And you're not helping me. And I'm fucking lost again. Just kidding. I have some ideas. I think I'm going to go in that window. Dina. Hey, Dina. Listen. I've never had a relationship. You know, like, I'm not sure I really have had, like, alright, I'm just kidding. I mean, I was just going, no, I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was funny to talk to Dina like that. I didn't really have anything to say. I was trying to figure out what to say the whole time. That's a good thing that, the entire universe is made of paintball courts. Are you fucking kidding me? Guys. Well, but maybe, like, I wonder if maybe, like, gun shops also are set like paintball courts in real life because they're like, you know, what if, like, there are people who, in a real way, it would be a positive event for their life in terms of, like, human social hierarchy if there were zombies. / like, you know, like, there are people who want to shoot people, like, they think it sounds fun. We never talk about it like that, but it's a real thing. It's not cool. Don't shoot people. Black Lives Matter. Yes, yeah. Trust me, all lives matter, we get it. But all lives matter is a shitty slogan because there's a real popular slogan called Black Lives Matter. And because Black Lives Matter, oh, sorry, I get so political. Anyway, support Black Lives Matter, and, like, we need to understand that that's the issue with which to, like, align our energy. And, you know, we just need to be listening to the voice of the marginalized on all levels. Just locally in your community, but sort of all of us are involved in groups of some kind. Or if we're not, then we have families, and workplaces, friend communities, and so in those groups, you can sort of see, like, is there diversity? Is there, you know, yeah, your family's gonna be tough. Like, you know, it's like, hey, mom and dad, every kid you've had so far is white. What the heck? Like, that doesn't work. Oh, I'm full on bottles. How do bottles work? Maybe I'm not even allowed to carry bottles. Anyway, sorry. Black Lives Matter, if you disagree. Like, bring all the hate you want. Like, do you know how happy I am to be, he was a cool, smart, funny guy until he... Oh, crap. Was that a black zombie?
That all of them? Yeah. Looks like it.
Damn it,
We
Ellie!
still gotta get the ones in the supermarket.
He's infected!
Circling the building.
He's not a zombie!
There's gotta be a way in.
Sorry, I like blur... Like, you know, the things that are the most important to me, I just never want them to get lost, you know. But I do like making jokes. And sometimes like jokes even accidentally like will in retrospect have like a double meaning that you weren't intending. Hey, hey, Dina. Dina.
Ellie, help me up there.
Oh, I thought that was
I
Dina.
wanna look around.
I was like, Dina? Dina! Dina, are you okay? Jesus Christ, Dina. Is that even where we killed the guy? I thought we killed him. That's a different guy. We've been killing a bunch of guys. How many guys have we killed so far? 7, 8? Oh, let's give each other boosts.
Alright, go ahead.
Is that why I just feel like there's some kind of
There's a
political
hole in the roof
cartoon.
over there.
There's some joke about lesbians and giving each other boosts.
Here.
I don't know how it works. I'm guessing triangle. But look at the detail. I mean, it looks so good. So, oh, this is good. So, like, I'm
Thanks.
becoming
See?
an amazing media creator
Let's figure out how to get in there.
at a good time when, like, even if you've never seen a video game, you're like, you know, it at least looks as good as VeggieTales. And VeggieTales, more than watchable. Even for a non-Christian.
Under here.
Oh, come on. I can't tell you how not scared I was. I was just imagining. Yeah, what if she's like,
Ellie,
what if
Are
she
you
like
clear?
kisses me or something?
Yeah.
Like she's worried about me, you know?
Just banged up.
please
They're
die
like,
of old age and not because
I
you get
feel like,
infected.
honestly,
I
I
really
don't
don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
I don't know how this will sound, but it's sort of, well, so you don't know I'm immune? Dina,
Cool.
Dina, Ellie's immune. Dina, did you know that? Dina! Ellie's immune. Did you know Ellie's immune? Ellie's immune. Dina, Ellie's immune. You didn't know that? Oh my gosh, Dina, listen. Ellie's immune. And Joel, listen, anyway, they were gonna like use me to get a cure. All right, let's kill these fucking zombies. To some of you, you might not know how just like it's easier to make jokes on Last of Us, maybe. Ma'am, I'm sorry to God for what I did. I wasn't going to hurt you. I didn't want anything from your store except the drugs. You guys came at me, what choice I have? My little sister stopped feeling her feet. I needed the insulin. Everyone is hoarding the stuff. What choice I have? I hope you survive, so I'm sorry. This could have been written in 2020. I mean, insulin's expensive. Alright. Oh, good. So it's like actually like it's like, let's just dive in. You know, maybe it gets cut, maybe it doesn't. Maybe this is like what it's all about. If you've ever hit in a car in like a parking lot, if you ever hit a parked car, you got to leave a note. You should look and see and like whatever, and then you got to leave a note and be like, this is who I am. And actually, like the law system kind of works okay with that leave a note thing. But like you can get away without leaving notes. You can just drive off. It's easy. I've done it. At least once. I did it when I was in high school. And at the time, I was like, what's too bad is now I've done a law so shameful I can never admit it as well. And that's also like a fallacy. Anyway, this guy's a good guy, even though he killed her husband. Last of Us Part 2. Let's do this shit. I'm pressing square. So this is another thing where it's like, I could climb this pile of boxes. What is this, Softy's Brother movie? Huh. Okay, great. Any ideas, Dino?
See any way to that roof?
See any way to that roof, I mean?
Not sure.
We could boost each other. Let's use our lesbian boost powers. You, like, link up. It's just like, you know, nobody else is comfortable enough to ask anybody for a boost, but, like, the lesbian, like, romantic love relationship is the one relationship that that displays that kind of trust. That could be true. I don't know. That's hypothetically, but I've never had a girlfriend I felt comfortable enough to boost.
How do you think we do this?
I'm so glad they let me have hints.
Maybe we can climb that truck.
That was amazing. She like, all you needed to do was like, be like, Dina, this is the problem I'm having. She's like, oh, this is the solution. You don't know we needed to climb the truck. Let's go, babe, up here. I'm not speaking as me when I call her babe. I'm speaking as Ellie. You need a hand or, yeah, you got it. I wanted you to, you know, if you wanted me to help you get there. I mean, I know it's covered in snow, and are you wearing gloves? Yeah, you got gloves on, so. Here we go. I'm in. It's an office. Oh, you're here. You don't have to say me too, I could tell. Got some alcohol. Do you want to soak some tampons in this and just, no, or wrong kind?
Here.
I get it.
Fix yourself up.
That's just such an adult joke. You can't make that. Maybe it'll go over everybody's heads for a few years. Probably not. Not the people who are sharp. Alright. I can make medkits. Alright, I'm gonna grab a couple medkits, alright? Yeah, all I do is I just take the alcohol bottle and I hold it next to a cloth, and then I just squeeze them together using the square button, and it turns into a medkit. I don't think I need to heal. Have I been hurt? I'm good. I'm good. You can't make me heal myself. No one can make you heal yourself. That's just a human right. Gosh, does that look like a fake graph? I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, Naughty Dog's like, look, we honestly took the details really seriously. Yeah, like, we looked at everything. We were like, every corner. We got this. Here's what I think's going on here. Our gross profits were good initially. Great. I was so excited. And then in the next quarter, we exceeded our expectations. Like, and so we really felt like we were on track for sort of the most optimistic vision of our YouTube channel success. But I don't know anything about YouTube, right? So, and I'm not even like doing this at all. And like sometimes I make jokes about tampons, and that's very edgy. And sometimes I want to be you know what, this has to be an adult it's The Last of Us. I think it's rated R. And I'm really going to try to keep it PG-13. Like it's like the rule isn't like you can be R, you can't be R, but the rule is try to keep it PG-13. Like, it can be outside that, but did you try to keep it PG-13? Yeah? Perfect. Okay, so gross margins, gross profit, and expenses. Now, at least I can tell you that this has to do with money. Okay, so I see that. But I feel like wouldn't gross profit... Yeah, I get it. So that's the total operating budget of... Dina, have you been at all thinking about this graph with me, or do you want to weigh in? I mean, you just kind of look like you might be good at accounting, and that's not racist because I can't tell what race you look like. You know, though I'm on the record with some guesses of, I don't have to go over my past guesses. I'm sure, like, I don't want to make it any easier to, like, find anything of mine that might someday be offensive. Which isn't to say, like, the thing is, people are always complaining about PC culture, and I'm like, yeah, like cowards little baby boys are. That's who is. Like, man, PC culture, I cannot as many talk shows as I used to want to. The key to doing a good white male impression voice is you have to like be a little bit doing Jay Leno. Because you're not doing anything at all. It's just like you're doing an impression of someone, and all you're trying to do is make them sound stupid. You're just like, that's the most transparent thing to do. And one time David Letterman did that with Jay Leno. And David Letterman, you can't really do a Jay Letterman impression. But they both, contribute. It's sort of like, okay, if we were to take, let's just make it like music. It's like, oh, David Letterman, if he's music, let's go big. He's Nirvana. No one's gonna like that. No one's gonna like that choice. We're gonna spend some time with it. Like, Dina, you're not going anywhere, are you? You don't have anything you want to ask me about? I literally am a little bit stuck on the level, though. So let me take my time and reflect on, what am I talking about? PC culture? Now, you're not going to remember what I was talking about either, but it's not our fault. Do I have to fucking heal? Oh, yeah, of course it's rated R. I always say the F word. She's like, now that you've healed...
Mask's on. Got it.
Oh my G. I mean, is this prescient or what? Well, yeah, that's the thing about like the zombie thing is like the zombie stylizes the nature of any unbelievable virus and like how far apart you would work and how like the nature viral spread is like zombie spread, except it's invisible. And it's happening around us. And they're infecting us with the coronavirus, which isn't that bad, but if everybody gets it, 6 million people die. That's why we don't like the coronavirus. 6 million people, even if they are the old ones.
Remember.
Anyway.
I don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
Oh,
didn't Sherry say that?
so sweet.
See, again, Ellie... She really played it off in the acting, but once again, she's not coming clean. And any relationship cannot be founded on dishonesty like that. Like, if I'm just immediately going to be hiding things from this person I'm interested in.
I don't know. I think we're above it.
Like, and that's a big part of my life. There's an authenticity I find a lot easier than I used to. Like when I admitted I did hit and runs a few minutes ago, I don't know if I kept that in the stream, but it's been a while, but it's something that, has happened. And I was and ultimately I've been the victim of hit and run, and it was a big deal. And it's like, don't we feel like that's sort of the price of hit and runs? It's like, yeah, we live in a hit and run world. A hit and run is when you hit someone, in particular, like a parked car. That's the one that I really understand. The other hit and runs, no, I've never done one of those. I've hit parked cars and not left notes, with varying degrees of my sense of damage. Yeah, one time this was like right after college. I went to a Christian college in Michigan, and I was living in a house with some friends, and it was like late, and there was a party at my house. And I backed out my car, and and our neighbor was like this like skinny tattoo guy, like in a band, but like successful enough to like somehow seem to have a life as someone in a band. And he had this really nice like sportsy car, and I backed right into it. And like, my car was a Dodge Durango, which is this huge car. And like, it was dark out and like nobody saw. And like, I pulled forward and I parked my car like it was almost just like our backyards together. There's not really yard, it's just like where we parked our cars. Like just two dirt driveways. And like but it was like we parked opposite each other. So I just backed right, but he had backed his car. And anyway, I backed right into the front of his car. his like sports car that now I think might have been a Subaru. And if Alexa was in the room, she could explain to us. And I hear these Subaru people really like to get into their cars. Anyway, and I didn't leave a note, and I pulled away, and I drove, and then I got a call from my roommate, and he said that the neighbor was over, and he was pissed. And in America, pissed means angry, not drunk. But, you know, if an English person were to hear that for the first time, they might think that I was saying the neighbor was over and he was drunk. You see how, like, these little cultural differences can really affect how well we understand each other. Yo, Kristen, left the real shit in the safe for you. Oh, so this is gonna, like, get me. Like, I never read this stuff. But now Naughty Dog is, like, an expert at, like manipulative. Like, so ultimately this is, like, melodrama. Like, they're really trying to write sort of microfiction. If you're familiar. Yeah, well, if I'm in the literature world, we're just going to talk. And they actually do that pretty well. Their dialogue's okay, but they don't realize how, like, dialogue isn't what they have the characters say because movies are 2 hours long and you need to have characters say something. Does that make sense? But, and they're like, that's not what we do. And we're like, trust me, you have a lot of unmotivated dialogue. And you're like killing time in not a video anyway, but I prefer the other. Naughty Dog's other work. Yo, Kristen left the real shit in the safe for you. Combos. The date my good boy got employee of the month. Don't fucking sell those or give them away. That's for your back, alright. Feel better. Mina. Does this mean anything to you, Dina? Oh, what, are you pissed? Okay, Dina has resting. Shoot, when was he employee of the month? This is when it suddenly becomes this annoying fucking puzzle game. I never usually do this, but since it could be done. Oh, now we have to boringly look for an employee of the month. What? What? I really wanted to open that safe. Come on now, this has to be an employee of the month article, doesn't it? September 13th? We could just say, or guess. Employee of the month, employee of the month. Tina, you're not interested? You know, I think that's one of the things I like about the way I play the game is I play like super fast and slow. Like Nirvana or the Pixies. They're more loud and soft than I am. Sorry, not gonna shoot you. I don't think it's funny to make jokes like that anymore. That was an immature me who used to point guns. I would never point a gun at someone's head anymore in a video game if they're on my team. It's not funny. It's funny to point it at their dick. Or vagina. But I wouldn't say vagina's the time of man, but like I think boobs are okay. I think it's like, and then like I could make a joke about her boobs or something like, or anybody could, because that's the sort of thing people like to make jokes about. Let's just say 9/20/13, alright?
Guess not.
Maybe it sounds a little different. What about this? I thought I had it, man. I just thought I had it by feel. I was just listening to the clicks, everybody. I think this is a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. This is the perfect cliffhanger, because I'm a genius.